Home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready. Hut, switch, yellow, set.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Bears defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Set, hut. Claws red.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Rail, yellow. Hut.
Ritter to throw it. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
Ritter now on 2nd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's into space past the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, his 11th overall. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
This ball down the field for Pitts. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line. Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. Oh, heck of a move. And strong running here the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another 1st down on a gain of 12. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they're down to the 41. The Bears hit 5 and 10 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 7.
You got a mini base. Why not? Hey, can. It's all right.
Herbert once more. Stays on his feet. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Hey, can. West side fit.
Moore, the man in motion.
Up. It's all right.
Herbert powering up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Can. Go.
Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Hey, can. Right.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
22 middle. Trouble, 38. Set.
Ritter back to throw. too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Press, go straight. Out. All right.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
A give left side here for Herbert. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Mayday. Hey, 551. Right.
They'll run with Herbert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Right.
They'll go again with Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
One play action. Fields. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
No more. Just left. Go.
Herbert is into the end zone for Bears touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow, steel, black. Hey, blue. Black ultra. Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Pettis now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, sir.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
That one goes for 30 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Set, hunt. Fight, right. Hunt.
Ritter with it after the play fake. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2nd down and 4.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
And
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Falcons 21, Bears 14. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. And others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, 551, 551. Sit high.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Go. Go.
To throw is Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the air again, Fields. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And quickly, they get to the line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson with another carry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
And London, the motion man right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Fields throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Angel. Hey, Ken.
A handoff for Herbert. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now motion left with Mooney. Right back to him on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's a give to Herbert.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
11. Hey, Ken.
Here's Fields. Oh, that is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Takes it to about the 37. Here's a 2nd and 7. Ritter. And that's caught inside the 35. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Bears 21. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pettis now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Now Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
4 yards on the pickup.
What